When you hear the word sales, what comes up for you? One of the most common issues that I see entrepreneurs, coaches, healers, service providers encounter in their career, in their business, is around the word sales. The word sales just ignites this sense of aversion, of fear, of repulsion even. It's a word that is attached to things like manipulative and salesy and pushy and aggressive, and automatically so many of us think of that car salesman that is just pushing us to get something that we don't need, that we don't want. And so the very societal construct around the word sales is the thing that is stopping you from showing up in full service, in full power, in full confidence in your business, in your mission, and stopping you from serving your clients and future clients in the best way that you know that you can serve, because that very thing that will allow you to connect with that client, which is sales, something that feels disempowering to you, is something that feels manipulative and salesy and icky. And so if you're resonating with this message, welcome to this channel. My name is Renata DeMello. I'm a feminine leadership and sales mentor, and I created this channel so that entrepreneurs, coaches, healers, service providers, change makers, visionaries just like you can align your heart and soul with selling, so sales feels empowering to you. Now I'm coming to you with 20 plus years of experience in sales, where the last 5 were in corporate sales for one of the biggest organizations in Canada, where I managed a team. I had a multi-7-figure business portfolio and managed half of Canada. Now, my very first experience in sales was when I worked at a farmer's market when I was 15 years old. And that's where I learned one of the most important lessons in sales overall that I have been able to carry with me throughout all these years. And you're telling me, Renata, you're telling me to learn sales from your experience in the farmer's market? Yes, I am. Just bear with me for a little bit. I was 15 years old. I had just recently moved to Canada alone, and I didn't speak the languages. I didn't speak English and I didn't speak French. I had learned just enough French at that point to ask for a job at a farmer's market. And when I asked for a job, the owner looked at me and said, "If you can sell, you can stay. You have 1 week." And so I had 1 week to show him that I could do the thing, even though I couldn't communicate properly with people because I didn't speak the languages. And that was such a big challenge for me at the time. And so I took the job and I took the challenge. And so what happens is that I started developing relationships with the clients that would come to the farmer's market. And even though I couldn't really speak well and I couldn't communicate well, I would welcome them with a smile. I would be there ready to help them with whatever they needed and communicate in the best way possible. So what ended up happening is that I developed relationships with these clients. And so they would come, they only wanted to be served by me. And the lesson that I really learned at that point was that sales was about relationship, and relationship was about connection. And as long as I was there, really present with that person and willing and available to help and support and to serve them, that was already enough to start building and nurturing our relationship. And so I have carried that lesson throughout my entire career. It has been one of the most profound and important and impactful lessons that I have learned around sales and what sales is really all about. Now, don't get me wrong, just like you may be experiencing this, I had moments in my career where I was operating from a very inefficient place around sales. And these are places where I was operating from fear. There are so many fears. Fear of being rejected by a potential client, fear of seeming inadequate, fear of being perceived as salesy or manipulative or pushy, fear of not hitting my goals and not making the money that I needed to bring in, fear of losing the potential client. And so the scarcity that comes with it, all of these are normal. And all of these are things that can be transmuted so that you can operate in sales in a way that it feels really, really empowering to you and in service of your mission. And this is why I created this channel, for people like yourself that are leaders, change makers, that you know that you have a powerful mission in the world, that you know that you're here to serve and you want to serve from a heart-centered space in a way that feels aligned, empowering, that you want to create an impact in the world. There's so many people like yourself out there who are here to create powerful impact, but are being held back from this one little piece in your business. It is sales. And so let's revolutionize all that. There's a heart-centric way to approach sales that it feels really empowering to you, in service of your mission, in service of the whole, and that you can operate from full alignment. My belief around sales, that sales is leadership. And when you can show up in your full leadership, in front of that person that has a problem, that needs you, that is looking for a solution, doesn't know how to get to the other side of it, you can really lay it out for them as your service, your offer, your mission as being the bridge that will get them from the point where they're stuck to where they want to go. And that allows for an expansion of the mission on both sides. You're expanded in your mission, and that person, by receiving your support, is expanded in their mission. So sales is service. Sales is love. Sales is the bridge that allows mission to be expanded and elevated in the world. And I am so excited to show you this heart-centric way to approach sales so that sales feels truly empowering to you. And if any of what I said resonated with you and is what you're looking for, subscribe to the channel. There's going to be a lot shared here. Here you'll find life-changing content around leadership, self-expression, education on sales, and spiritual practices that will allow you to fully show up in your leadership, tapped in, tuned in, and turned on.